We imagine what your dream world is. We capture what you envision into reality. We go deep down your thoughts to see what your heart desires. We spread our visions all over the world, wherever you may be. Megaworld International, building visions. We create a world full of wonders and make it your home. Because for us, your home isn't just a place, it's your world. Megaworld.
You think you know?
You think you know? You think you know?
So you think you know?
Boracay?
Think again.
Imagine a world where with one touch, you're transported to paradise. Where everything is integrated and you can now spend more time on what's important. Imagine townships that make everything closer. Closer to where you need to be and where you want to be. Imagine a world where with a touch of your fingertips, you're able to work and innovate with the best and the brightest. Or what if the company you have is the best at throwing parties? With smooth interconnectivity, it feels as if they're just around the corner. Anything intertwined closely, everything interconnected. Luckily, we no longer need to imagine because our townships are already here. Megaworld is constantly looking ahead in building sustainable townships and integrated lifestyle communities from Metro Manila, the key cities, and to the countryside. Here in Megaworld, the perfect home is just one touch away. don't just build your homes, we help you build your future.
Miss Earth Australia is presented by Megaworld International, headed by their Managing Director and Executive Vice President, Marivic Acosta, and the Vice President for Asia and Pacific 3, Liz Angelis. Miss Earth Australia would like to thank the following: Splash Factor International, our social media partner, headed by Brix Vera; Stars Central Magazine and TV1 Australia, our media partners; Stargazer Production, with license holder and owner of Miss Earth Australia, headed by our lovely National Director, Julieta De Leon, and founder Maria James; D Beauty Solutions, Style Swim, Filoni, Armando, The Pageant Project, Titas of Pageantry, TPP.
Hi, my name is Sheridan Mortlock and I'm your Miss Earth Australia Air 2019 and 2020. My road to becoming a beauty queen was actually quite a short one. I was a late entrant into the Miss Earth Australia 2019 pageant, so I had about 1 month to prepare everything. I had never done a pageant before and was a little bit out of my depth, but the experience was incredible and it pushed me out of my comfort zone. Luckily, during my reign, I did not come into many criticisms, at least none that were said to my face. But I believe there's no point in wasting your time and energy on figuring out what everybody thinks of you. It's important to stay true to yourself and know who you are, and then surround yourself with people that are positive and uplift you rather than bring you down. One of the biggest memories for me while competing in the Miss Earth Australia pageant in 2019 was the final night. Standing up there on stage and feeling the audience's energy around you is one of the most nerve-wracking things you can do, but it is also one of the most rewarding and memorable moments. I also remember at the end of that night where I had to quickly grab all of my pageant gear and run to the station to catch the final train back home. I definitely got some weird looks on the train with my full face of makeup and crown sitting next to me. One of the biggest positive effects that happened to me after being crowned Miss Earth Air Australia was that it was actually quite a catalyst for my self-discovery journey. I didn't realise at the time of joining, but when doing pageants it's really important to know who you are and figure out what you stand for. Pageants require constant self-reflection and growth in such a unique way and has a great possibility for you to be pushed out of your comfort zone. A perspective in my life that changed after being titled Miss Air Australia is that it's really important to be yourself and enjoy what you are doing in life. I came into the pageant with no expectations, but I had the mindset of simply soaking up the experience and enjoying time competing. I feel like we can all get in our head sometimes, whether it be lack of confidence, imposter syndrome, or the constant comparison of ourselves to others. But it is so important to remember that things will happen in your life when the universe believes you are ready for it. Stress less about outcomes that are out of your control and have faith that when the time is right, you will achieve your greatest ambitions. And in the meantime, enjoy yourself and have fun. There is always room for happiness and good memories. Well, I'd love to come back to the Miss Earth Australia pageant organisation and represent Australia internationally. Bringing home a Miss Earth crown for Australia would be such a phenomenal experience. Outside of the pageant world, however, I look forward to graduating from uni and pursuing my passions in my career. After my reign is over, I will continue to promote and fight for the preservation and protection of our planet. I only have a couple of years left before I graduate university, so I will continue to study global sustainability and focus on educating myself about all things environmental and sustainability. My advice for the upcoming Miss Earth Australia Queens is that this platform is what you make it. If you put in the time and dedication, then this upcoming year can be one of the most memorable and positive experiences of your life. You only have 12 months upon being crowned, and that time goes pretty quickly. So I believe that it's so important that you're able to look back on your time in the Miss Earth Australia organisation with no regrets. A message that I have for all the girls wanting to join Miss Earth Australia is to give it a shot, especially if you are passionate about the environment. I believe that passion really shows, and at a time like this we do need more passionate, environmentally minded individuals to take up space within society. The Miss Earth Australia organisation gives you an opportunity and a platform to talk about environmental issues and advocacies, and if that's something that interests and aligns with you, then I believe that you should absolutely go for it. Something that I learned from joining Miss Earth Australia is the confidence to stand up for what I believe in. I definitely went along with a lot of things in my life just because I thought it wasn't my place to say something. Don't compromise on what you know is best for yourself just because you think it will please others. To everyone that has supported me through my time in Miss Earth Australia, thank you. To those who have helped me grow and prepare for all things pageant related, to the silent followers who show their support by following my journey. I couldn't have done this without your love and encouragement. One day I plan on joining Miss Earth Australia again, and when that day comes, I hope you will continue to support me as I continue my pageant journey.
We wish to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of this land. We acknowledge the waterways, the land, the sky, and all who inhabit this country. To hundreds of different nations across this continent, we pay our respects to their elders, present and future. We would like to extend that respect to the Aboriginal people as we acknowledge their continuing culture and the contribution they make to the life of this country. Stargazer Productions, in partnership with Megaworld International, presents Miss Earth Australia 2021 Grand Coronation. Hosted by Sean Kyle Ortega, with special performance by Taylor Henderson.
Welcome to Australia, a vast, vibrant country, multicultural and full of spectacular scenery. We have extraordinary, cuddly and ferocious wildlife, and a beautiful and fragile Great Barrier Reef. You can also see the immensity and grandeur of Uluru and our outback horizons, to the prehistoric lush rainforest that stretches along our eastern shorelines. A diverse country where you can explore, hike, dive, or just relax and be one with nature. Truly, there is always something for everyone. But what really makes this country special is the fire and resilience that warms the heart of its people. Despite the recent drought, floods, and bushfires that ravage the country, Australians pick each other up with smiles. We are never alone, but united as one. When the dusk sets and a new sunshine rises again, it embraces our place we call home for a new day and a new challenge. Today, despite this pandemic, our eco-angels strive to ensure that our love for Mother Earth never falters, and that the beacon of environmental advocacies still shines bright. This day, where we all witness a battleground for fierce Earth warriors in their quest to protect and make a difference in the environment. Our virtual stage is now set as we welcome our 9 national finalists across the country as they vie to be the next environmental queen. This is Miss Earth Australia 2021.
Wherever we go, we'll always know
Hello and welcome everyone. It is a beautiful day down under and today is quite simply the most anticipated environmental event of the year. This is Miss Earth Australia 2021. My name is Sean Ortega and I will be your host this afternoon, and we are coming to you live through our Facebook and YouTube channel. And as you tune in to our show today, I do encourage you to share this event and keep those comments and reactions coming and cheer for your favorite finalists. Despite this gloomy environment and COVID-19 still disrupting our lives, our national finalists are such a refreshing break from all of this not so good news around us, especially the lockdown that besets most of the country, which forced us to stay at home to be safe from the pandemic. And because of the admirable effort of our national finalists these past few weeks, they have given us good reasons that would make you say staying at home is not so bad after all, as we watch them grow in their social media posts and live stream events while preparing to become the next environmental queen. So stay where you are as we make way for these lovely ladies as they continue their search right here, right now for the next hour as we witness them compete in swimwear, evening gown, and the most important final question towards their quest to become the next Miss Earth Australia 2021.
Miss Earth Australia is presented by Megaworld International.
Given the task of choosing the next environmental queen can be as hard as winning the crown itself. Luckily for us, we have a group of distinguished men and women who have the power to change the life of one deserving lady. Now, during the last 3 weeks, a separate panel of judges scored our national finalists on different pre-pageant activities, which included the Beauty of the Face round, the talent competition, poise and body, evening gown, and the intelligence round. Let's meet our pre-pageant board of judges.
Help me find the right words to say to get us back on our way. Can we try to fight against the grain of throwing out what we made? The future's far away, but I will stay, because I feel again, I feel again, oh now I feel again, we're bringing this back to life, we're picking up where we left, off and on again, we never quite could forget, 'cause what we got so intense.
Thank you very much to our pre-pageant board of judges. You surely did an incredible job. Today, we have another set of panel of judges that will decide who amongst our national finalists will have her life-changing experience as the new Miss Earth Australia 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, let us meet our distinguished panel of judges. Our very generous partner throughout the years, she coached and helped so many individuals to kickstart their career in property investment. A true leader, mentor, wife, and mother, the Megaworld International Vice President for the Asia and Pacific 3, Liz Angeles. A nature and animal lover at heart and an ambassador for the Cure Brain Cancer Foundation. She is also an advocate for wildlife conservation and environmental protection. Our current Miss Earth Australia and Miss Earth 2020 Eco Angel, Brittany Dickson. A passionate supporter of multiple charities, She is a successful businesswoman, an entrepreneur, and a member of Miss Earth Australia organization. She is the Executive Director for Marketing and Client Services, Marie Tan Xune Tien. One of our former Earth Queens from Down Under, and since then she had a long career in digital marketing. Previously working for an Aussie swimwear brand, Sea Foley, currently she now enjoys the world of digital sales. Her continuous love of nature has drawn her to volunteer at non-for-profit Wires. Our Miss Earth Australia 2009, Melinda Hefferman. Pageant organizer, analyst, and PR consultant to various national and international pageants. He established one of the credible international pageant sites and a true pageant authority since 2011, with more than 25 million monthly social media engagement. The co-founder and leader of Sash Factor International, Brix Vera. Presented our country on the international stage, fighting hard for the conservation of our Earth and our environment. She has worked on many campaigns, including Oz Harvest, tackling food wastage, and continues to work with small communities locally and internationally. Our latest Miss Earth Australia, who've been crowned as part of the Miss Earth International Elemental Court, and Miss Air International 2017, Nina Robertson. A medical industry professional with a long career in the aviation maintenance and medical fields. He is responsible for transitioning the business model of Miss Earth Australia organization towards the online and digital space. Its Executive Director for Online and Digital Services and the head of this panel, Mark Hawthorne. To all of our judges today, thank you very much. We really do appreciate your time, and I would have to say that you really have the toughest jobs today as we select our new Miss Earth Australia. Let us all give our panel of judges a big round of applause.
Miss Earth Australia is presented by Megaworld International.
Over the past few weeks, our Miss Earth Australia national finalists have gone through a series of pre-pageant competitions. As we all know, Miss Earth Australia has one of the most meaningful lineup of pre-pageant activities. And if I may add, these are not just meaningful, but also rewarding for our national finalists who've stepped up on these various activities. Despite the challenges of the pandemic, our lovely ladies virtually charmed their way closer to the crown. One of their first activities is the Beauty of Face Round. This is a crucial part of the presentation, as our national finalists front the camera themselves without the glamour of makeup and styling. The judges judged them on their natural beauty while displaying their graceful and elegant bearings. Without further ado, let's look back on our national finalists on their Beauty of Face Round.
With me. This is the moment, no turning back. One drop on your lips and the spell will take effect. Under the moonlight, stay close to my side. We're burning so bright. Oh, oh, oh. Feel the emotion, follow the signs. With this devotion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you
Congratulations to all of our ladies. I must say that everyone is undeniably beautiful, and our judges that day indeed had a hard time scoring your natural beauty. Moving on, statuesque beauties, head-turning figures, and when we put them together, you get the formula to fire up today's competition. Exuding confidence and unmatched poses. Let us welcome our national finalists in the swimwear competition. We all know that this year is tough for our national finalists. However, the good thing is, it gave birth to a new breed of aspiring environmental queens who set the bar higher in pageantry. Here are the ladies who rose to the occasion and met the challenge head on. They've showed us that they don't only come with a beautiful face, but they are all indeed talented as well. Let us look back as our national finalists showcase their world-class talent during their talent presentation round.
Was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Maybe there's a God above, and all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody.
Thoughts racing past my brain, all the visions, all the games, and all my darkest pain. I was drifting into the dreamland. But
I've recently started doing baking live streams and I've had an amazing time interacting with viewers as they watch me learn new techniques, or I show them variations of classics like the vanilla cream I made.
blue as the sky, sunburned and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside.
Submerge yourself in the cool, salty waves. Reinvigorate your soul. Watch the waves roll in and roll.
So now it's been an hour and I'm going to take my cling wrap off and then punch the air into the dough and so all the air can come out.
Wow, that was simply amazing. I am just really awed with what our national finalists just showed us. Congratulations to all of your amazing performances. Now, to continue our journey onto the crown, we are just a minute away in seeing our lovely national finalists dressed elegantly and glamorously and with such elegance. Whether flowing chiffon or shimmering satin, one thing is for sure, these ladies are stunning, and they will give our judges a difficult time to decide who will be shining the brightest. Well, I will not keep you waiting any longer. Dressed to the nines or scoring perfect tens, here are your national finalists in their evening gown.
Help me find the right words to say to get us back on our way. Can we try to fight against the grain of throwing out what we made? The future's far away, but I will stay because I feel again, I feel again, oh now I feel again, we're bringing this back to life, we're picking up where we left off and on again, we never quite could forget, 'cause what we got so intense.
Let me hear another set of virtual applause for our 9 gorgeous candidates in their evening gown competition. Congratulations, everyone. And now, for our last part of the pre-pageant presentation, our national finalists impressed our select judges during the environmental speech and the intelligence round. This portion has been known as the Game Changer, as all of our ladies will have the chance to share their advocacies and thoughts through some environmental and societal issues. Let us all witness how they impressed our set of judges when they poured their hearts out on why they should become our newest environmental queen. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, all our finalists in their environmental speech and intelligence round. I know for sure that most of you now had a good idea on who's going to do well on our next set of challenges. But before we continue, let us first take a break with some of our partners' reminders. Alright, this is it, my friends. The one final test to determine the most deserving lady who will wear the coveted Miss Earth Australia crown. They've amazed us with their talent, wowed us in their swimwear, and left us mesmerized with their evening gown. Now it is time to put the spotlight on and test our national finalists and get to know what is in their minds and in their hearts on some relevant issues. This is Finesse Under Pressure, our environmental hashtag round. Each finalist was randomly given an environmental trending topic and had 30 seconds to express her thoughts on this chosen subject. And when the warning chime sounds off, that means their time is up. And here are our national finalists with their environmental topics.
Hashtag polar ice caps. Sadly, it's no secret that we're having a major crisis at the moment around the world. Our polar ice caps continue to melt, and our polar ice caps have over 70% of the world's natural resources within them. Because of this, it is extremely important for us to make sure that we continue to look after the way in which we act and the way in which we do things, to make sure that we're not only helping the polar ice caps to survive and not melt anymore, but to ultimately thrive. Because of this, and if we continue to work together, then ultimately we'll be able to help the world increase and ultimately help the world have much better success with climate change. Thank you.
Environmental issue that we're not just seeing in third world countries, we're also seeing that in first world countries as well. Just to make one piece of clothing, it takes 2,700 litres. That equates to 3 years of drinkable water. So I implore everyone to install, whether it be water tanks or taking shorter showers, we really need to look at our water consumption, because water is one of the most important resources that we have, and we cannot continue to live on our earth without water. Thank you.
Ozone layer recovery is one of the most victorious achievements in the environmental history. I love how the scientists came up with this pictographic concept about a hole in the ozone layer, which is the protecting shield from the UV radiation. The lesson that we can learn from the ozone layer recovery is when everyone comes together, listen to science and respect science, and work towards a common goal, we, as a collective, can overcome any environmental challenge.
Ocean acidification is when too much CO2 builds up in the ocean and it increases the acidity. The issue with this is it starts to degrade the calcium of marine wildlife and breaks down the shells. It affects coral reefs, and in turn it then goes on to affect our tourism, our fishing and our coastlines. A way to prevent this is to create more protected marine barriers, reduce tourism in the water, and create better pathways for boats that avoid main coral reefs.
Coral bleaching happens because if it gets too hot, the coral stresses out and expels the algae that normally lives harmoniously within the coral. Now, why would it get too hot? Because of climate change. And a change in temperatures in oceans can cause corals to drive out algae. Now, once these corals die, reefs rarely come back, which is why we need to raise awareness of climate change as step number 1 and all the damages that it's doing to our earth. But, awareness is one thing, but we also must act, because knowledge is only power if we're acting upon it. Thank you.
Environmental optimism is an alternative way to speak about our environmental crisis. It helps to reduce eco-anxiety, which is something that comes when we get too many negative facts thrown at us. Instead of doing something positive to change it, we shut down. This is something that can have a profound impact on improving our environment by using empowered stories from the past that have been successful. Thank you.
Genetic engineering has many uses, such as medicine, research, and agriculture. The human population is always increasing, therefore there is more of a demand in food, and that is where GMOs come in. There is a lot of information about GMOs negatively affecting human health, but research has shown that GMO foods are no more likely cause allergies than non-GMO foods. So in the end, the truth is there is risk with everything we eat. Where there is no life without risk, and we need to have the saying that correlation does not equal to causation. But if you do prefer naturally processed foods, then you can grow your own vegetables and fruits in your home. You can buy it organically or look for the non-GMO label at your local grocer. And that is my take on genetic engineering. That is all. Thank you.
Wildlife poaching is a huge crisis that is happening around the world. Not so much in Australia anymore, but more in places like Africa with the rhinoceros and elephants for their horns and tusks, for the ivory trade, as well as their feet. This is also happening with lions and tigers for their fur, especially people are going out and doing games poaching, and it's all for a trophy, it's all for a photo. It is not meant to be happening. It is causing so much disruption. Thank you.
Overfishing is still such an important issue that we are facing as a society. It's so great that we are all contributing to helping change in such reducing our single-use plastic, such as straws and plastic bags. However, the main issue in helping our oceans is actually our fish and our seafood consumption. Not only is this an environmentally unfriendly industry, but ethically it isn't that great either. So if we could all really watch our seafood and our feed intake and our fish intake, then we can solve the overfishing completely.
And that concludes our environmental hashtag round. Indeed, our ladies were truly impressive. Now it's up to our panel of judges who will make it up to the top 5. Mounting this virtual pageant was not an easy task. The past several months have been challenging for people around the world, and Australia was not spared. Constant lockdowns and movement disruptions became a normal staple across the country. Preparing for this year's Miss Earth Australia virtual pageant became a commendable act for our national finalists. That is why it is admirable to give all of our national finalists a big and thunderous virtual applause for their efforts completing all of their video submissions. And to kickstart this parade of appreciation, we'll be giving these special awards to our most deserving national finalists. First up, this award is selected by our national finalists themselves, who they think reflects the respect and admiration of her peers. This lady deserved this award by projecting the most congenial, charismatic, and inspirational participant despite the challenges of this virtual pageant. And so, our Miss Friendship is Taylor Sharp. Our next special award was chosen by our social media panel of press and bloggers. They regarded this finalist to be the most frequent to catch favorable attention from social media during the series of pre-pageant presentations. And the winner for our Darling of the Press award goes to Iris Lee. This next award is having been selected by our followers and supporters from our official Miss Earth Australia Facebook and Instagram pages. Now, this national finalist received the most number of total profile shares, likes, and comments, and have been effective in helping Miss Earth Australia increase its digital reach and engagement. And our People's Choice Award goes to Phoebe Sugiono. Up next on our list of special awards is for that one finalist who has been actively promoting a sustainable lifestyle to protect the environment. This has been presented through the eco photos posted by our national finalists in our social media these past few months. Our Green Achievers Award goes to Iris Lee. This next special award will be awarded to the national finalists that exude natural beauty. while displaying her graceful and elegant bearings during the Beauty of Face pre-pageant presentation. Our Miss Photogenic is Phoebe Sugiono. Over the past week, our national finalists showcased their talent, skills, and one of them impressed our distinguished board of judges by presenting a very entertaining performance. And Best in Talent award goes to none other than Angela Sturjova. Our next special award is for the national finalists who came up with the most engaging and meaningful environmental speech during the pre-pageant intelligence round. Now, her speech was eloquently delivered that has reflected her advocacy and definitely captured the approval of our judges. The Best in Environmental Speech award goes to Nicole Wilson. Another exciting special award today will be given to that national finalist who has shown undeniable poise and beauty. She simply radiates with confidence and athleticism as she sashayed her way in her swimwear. Our Best in Swimwear is Phoebe Sugiono. And finally, our last special award is for the lady that exudes splendor elegance. She just oozes with celestial presence as she walks with grace and beauty in her long gown. That simply is fit for a queen. Our Best in Evening Gown is Jessica Markey. Congratulations to all the winners of our special awards. All our ladies did a fantastic job. But before we announce the results and reveal our judges' picks for our top 5 finalists, let us revisit once more their Miss Earth Australia journey over the past few months. From all the challenges of completing their video submission across the different pre-pageant activities to being grilled by our distinguished panel of judges in hopes of being crowned the next environmental queen from Down Under. Accompanied by an acoustic performance from ARIA-nominated singer-songwriter, let's give a warm virtual applause to our national finalists together with Taylor Henderson.
Got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. You were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house, but today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't around. You're probably with that blonde guy who always made me doubt. He's more successful than me, he's everything I'm insecure about. Today I drove through the suburbs, 'cause how could I ever love someone else? And I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you didn't be what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. And all my friends are tired hearing how much I miss you, but I kinda feel sorry for them, 'cause they'll never know you the way that I do. Yet today I drove through the suburbs and pictured I was driving home to you. And I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. Oh, I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Red lights stop signs. I still see your face in the white cars, front yards. Can't drive past the places we used to go to. You know I still love you, babe. Ooh, our sidewalks we crossed. I still hear your voice in the traffic. We're laughing over all the noise. God, I'm so blue now we're through. You know I still love you, babe. I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. 'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Congratulations, ladies, and thank you, Taylor. Now, moving on, even though we are doing this pageant virtually, believe me, the tension is very, very real. And I can feel it hanging in the air as we come to this crucial moment where we narrow down our ladies and select our top 5 finalists. I have the list right here with me right now. And without further ado, let's begin calling our final 5 ladies in no particular order. Moving on to our final 5 is from South Australia, Iris Lee. Up next, and still in the running for the crown, is from Victoria, Nicole Wilson. Let's put a smile on your face, New South Wales, Phoebe Sugiono. And the spotlight is yours, also from New South Wales. Congratulations, Jessica Markey. And for our final spot for today, ladies, get ready, and congratulations, from Victoria, Sarah Schutz. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your final 5 ladies, and one of them will become the next Miss Earth Australia 2021. To the rest of our national finalists, thank you very much and congratulations. Let us move straight to our challenge today, the final question round. But please remember that as of this stage, our final 5 are all crowned winners. All 5 of them will face this last hurdle to determine who among them will be wearing the Miss Earth Australia crown. Now, to get the seal of approval from our distinguished panel of judges, I will ask our final 5 the same question. And each of them will have exactly 30 seconds to respond. And once they hear this sound, that means that their time is up. Now, is everyone ready? Let us start with our final question and answer round with our finalist number 1. How are you, Iris?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, that's very good to hear. Now, your final question is, COVID-19 has caused a significant global disruption to social and economic activities. What do you think is the biggest impact of this to our environment?
Thank you. I think for the last 2 years, COVID-19 has definitely affected so many aspects of our lives, including the environment. But there's a silver lining in everything. In fact, COVID-19 has helped reduce the carbon emission and the carbon footprint because there's no plane and the transportation has been reduced significantly. However, there's a lot of plastic waste in the landfill due to medical purposes, and as a nurse I can understand that. I just think that no matter what happens, we need to stay positive because life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Iris Lee. All right, at this point, may we call in our finalist number 2? All right, there you are, Nicole. How do you feel today?
A bit nervous, but okay.
Well, I am sure that that is how most of you guys feel today, so let me just go on ahead and read you your question. COVID-19 has caused a significant global disruption to social and economic activities. Now, what do you think is the biggest impact of this to our environment?
Thank you for the question. I actually think we've seen a positive impact on our environment since most of us have been in lockdown. We've seen reductions in CO2 as well as native wildlife coming back out and the decrease in deforestation as well. If we continue doing this and move towards a more sustainable economy, we will continue to see improvements. So I believe through COVID-19, we've actually benefited a lot when it comes to nature and learning about the impacts that we have on nature. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicole Wilson. Moving on down on the list, let's welcome back finalist number 3. How are you, Phoebe?
Hi, well, thank you. Yourself?
All right, now your question is the same as your other finalists, and it goes like this. COVID-19 has caused a significant global disruption to social and economic activities. Now, what do you think is the biggest impact of this to our environment?
I believe the biggest impact on our environment is us and the way that we treat our Mother Earth. Because this is our Earth and we only have one home. And with the biggest issue of our climate right now is global warming and carbon emissions. Every year we produce 98% of carbon emissions per year. So if only 2% is by natural resources, then we are the main culprit as to why this climate is changing. So what can we do to help? If we all do our part, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Phoebe Sugiono. Moving on forward, now we have our finalist number 4. Now, I know that you really had fun with the ladies for the past 2 months. So Jessica, how does it feel that you are now one of our 5 finalists?
I feel amazing. I'm a little bit nervous, but you know what? Nerves are good. It just means I'm excited.
Indeed, indeed. So here goes your final question today. COVID-19 has caused a significant global disruption to social and economic activities. What do you think is the biggest impact of this to our environment?
Thank you for that question. Look, first and foremost, I want to say that COVID-19 has actually impacted so many people, and my heart is really with all of those people that have lost someone. I'm actually originally from northern Italy, which was a hotspot, and I've experienced that firsthand. Now, our environment has actually taken a toll with COVID-19. I think plastic pollution from improperly disposed single-use COVID-19 protective gear has increased the global plastic pollution problem. And like anything, you know, as individuals, we just have to understand that single-use plastic is just not sustainable. So being able to use having reusable products would be my answer to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jessica Markey. We are now down to our last, but she absolutely is not the least finalist, number 5. Welcome back, Sarah. How do you feel today?
Oh, I'm super excited. I can't wait to answer this question.
I am sure you are, Sarah. Now, all of our 5 finalists have gotten the same exact question, and it goes like this. COVID-19 has caused a significant global disruption to social and economic activities. What do you think is the biggest impact of this to our environment?
I think the biggest impact of this on our environment is that Because of the lockdowns that have been happening, as well as the constant use of disposable masks, we haven't been able to go out as much to sort of clean up some of the rubbish that is out there. And with these disposable masks and people just getting rid of them and tossing them aside, they're ending up in our oceans, they're ending up on the sides of the road, they're probably getting eaten by wildlife, which is very much unacceptable. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sarah Chute. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that officially concludes our final question and answer portion round. Now it's time for our judges to decide who will become the next Miss Earth Australia 2021. And right about now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you to prepare all of your virtual cheers and stay where you are as we show you a few messages from our partners.
We imagine what your dream world is. We capture what you envision into reality. We go deep down your thoughts to see what your heart desires. We spread our visions all over the world, wherever you may be. Megaworld International, building visions. We create a world full of wonders and make it your home. Because for us, your home isn't just a place, it's your world. Megaworld.
Miss Earth Australia would like to thank Megaworld International, headed by their Managing Director and Executive Vice President, Marivic Acosta, and the Vice President for Asia and Pacific 3, Liz Angeles. Thank you very much. Sash Factor International, our social media partner headed by Brix Vera. Star Central Magazine and TV1 Australia, our media partners. Stargazer Production, license holder and owner of Miss Earth Australia, headed by our lovely National Director, Julieta De Leon, and founder, Maria James. And I would personally like to thank the executives and production team of Miss Earth Australia for staging this wonderful virtual pageant. Thank you as well to all of the judges and the national finalists. And once more, thank you to all of our viewers for your reactions and for the comments and for keeping this pageant, this virtual platform alive and going. The Miss Earth Australia crown is not just a symbol. It has the power to change lives. It has the power to open doors and be able to speak about causes close to everybody's hearts. And most importantly, it has the power to solidify a belief that any woman can achieve her dreams. While advocating and saving our Mother Earth, it is that crown that forever will change this one person we are about to see. Last year, a young lady from Sydney was crowned Miss Earth Australia, and her journey was not an easy one. Her reign was right smack in the middle of this pandemic, wreaking havoc onto our community. But this did not deter her in fulfilling her activities and responsibilities and being recognized as Miss Earth 2020 Eco Angel and last year's Miss Earth International was just a proof of her commitment for the cause. Today she shifts on the top gear as she is ready to pass on the crown to her rightful successor. Let us welcome back our Miss Earth Australia 2020, Brittany Dickson.
Miss Earth Australia, not only a title, but a symbol, a responsibility, and a dream come true. Miss Earth has been embedded into my life and heart for the past 5 years. Both the world and I have transformed and grown so much in that time. I always saw winning the crown as something I needed to do, the perfect medium to bring about the positive global change that I wanted to see and be an unwavering voice for the voiceless. My enduring advocacy of wildlife conservation has burnt brightly from the very beginning. Even when I was struck by my shock brain cancer diagnosis, I was still fixated on this goal of mine, and it made me more determined than ever. No matter whether I only had 1 year, 5 years, or the rest of my life ahead of me,
I put everything into this dream and I was going to make my mark. I never really wanted my story to be the sole focus of my reign because I am more than a diagnosis and I had already found my purpose before cancer, but I am so grateful that it was able to inspire others and that wearing the crown now also stood as a symbol of resilience and courage. I welcome the responsibility of being a role model and serving the community through trying to be as hands-on as possible, getting involved in cleanups, tree plantings, bushfire fundraisers, food drives, wildlife research, and dedicating my career to the cause. This year, I've also had the pleasure of working with a number of sustainable brands, mentoring our Little, Junior and Teen Miss Earth Australia finalists, and I've also remained active on social media, consistently sharing tips and advice to educate my following about the beautiful earth around us and what we can do as individuals, whilst encouraging the big businesses and leaders around the world to do better by the environment. Competing internationally on the virtual stage wasn't part of my original dream, but we, the team, embraced it. Our goal was to make an impact, and we did that, being featured across all of the hot picks and winning the hearts of fans around the world. We even made the international news following my talent presentation, where I told my story through lyrical dance and revealed my natural hair for the first time. Whilst the big crown wasn't fated to be mine, all of the hard work was recognised when I received the Miss Earth Eco Angel Special Award for dedication and passion that I poured into my Miss Earth journey, and for capturing the essence of the pageant, which is beauty for a cause. I can't go on without thanking all of the incredible people who were there to make this possible. Of course, my mum, dad and sister Kate. From curious kid to dorky teen to activist beauty queen. You've been there through it all. Your unconditional love and support has shaped me into the passionate, stubborn and headstrong woman I am today. My pageant sisters, especially Susanna and Monique. You led by example and I followed. Thank you for being there for me. To the team, board and our sponsors, you were there with me through thick and thin, saw me at my best and worst, and I'll always be grateful for the time and love you shared with me. Our National Director, Teacher Julieta Custodio, my second mum, you've wiped my tears and fixed my crown. We will be family forever. To the founder of Miss Earth Australia, Maria James, I would have never built my connection with Miss Earth if it wasn't for you. Thank you for seeing the sparkle in me and helping me to realise my dream. And last but not least, to all of the fans, probably my favourite part of Miss Earth has been getting to know you. I'm so thankful that you followed me and cheered me on throughout this entire journey. And with that, as the sun sets on my time as Miss Earth Australia, I hope I made my country, my home, and especially all of you proud. Even though I'm passing on the title, the crown will live on in my heart forever, and I will continue to be an advocate for our Mother Earth until the day I die. But it is time to say farewell and welcome in the next worthy successor, who I expect to cherish this experience and truly to set out and make a difference the very way I did when I filled in my first entry form all those years ago. I am Brittany Dickson, Miss Earth Australia 2020, and I'll forever be your one and only Eco Angel.
Miss Earth Australia is presented by Megaworld International.
And now, the moment we are all waiting for. 5 ladies are waiting to make history. 4 will be crowned elemental queens, which will all have equal bearings. And the remaining one will be our next Miss Earth Australia 2021. Our elemental queens, Charity, Fire, Water and Air, are equally of utmost importance, as if ever the crowned Miss Earth Australia will not be able to fulfill her duties, Stargazer Productions, the owner and license holder of Miss Earth Australia, will have the right to select who among the elemental queens will be taking over the crown and continuing on with her reign. And one of these ladies will have the time of her life as she embarks on a year-long journey as our next environmental queen. Now let us take a look at our final 5 ladies one last time. Scores have finally been tabulated and verified, and I now have right here with me the fate of our final 5 ladies. Our first member of our elemental court in our Miss Earth charity Australia is Sarah Chute. Thank you and congratulations, Sarah. And our next elemental crown is Miss Air Australia 2021. And our Miss Air Australia is Jessica Markey. Congratulations, Jessica. All right, up next, joining our elemental court, our Miss Fire Australia 2021 is Iris Lee. Now we are down to our final 2 ladies, and I do not want to keep anybody waiting any further. The winner of Miss Water Australia 2021 is Nicole Wilson. Thank you and congratulations, Nicole. And our Miss Earth Australia 2021 is none other than Phoebe Sugiono. Congratulations once again to our newly crowned Miss Earth Australia 2021, Phoebe Sugiono. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, presenting our Miss Earth Australia 2021 and her elemental court. What an incredible journey it has been for all of our finalists, as well as the winners for this year. One thing is for sure though, our newest environmental queen, together with her elemental court, is set to make another history as they embark on a brand new year of beauty and responsibility in promoting environmental awareness, conservation, and social responsibility towards our Mother Earth. On behalf of Stargazer Production and our partner, Megaworld International, thank you very much for sharing this memorable afternoon with us. Now, this Grand Coronation Night definitely is something that our new queens will indeed write in histories of beauty pageantry. Please do continue to support our Miss Earth Australia causes as we continue to face the different environmental and global challenges. Continue to be active and vigilant towards safeguarding our planet. We look forward to the time that we can all again celebrate together face to face. But until then, keep safe, take care, and stay healthy. This has been your host, Sean Kyle Ortega, saying goodbye for now, and let us do our share protecting our Mother Earth.
So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I were safe and sound. We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow